So, I give him, um, I give him Jolene's number, and I'll say it's okay to give him your number. I'm gonna give him to him, and then, she was like, "How much does it cost?" I said, "Don't worry about it. Just when he calls you, he's ready. You know, make sure you're ready, or whatever." So, of course, a couple of weeks go by, and then I end up just um like getting back, making sure by this time I'm doing better in my accounts. I'm still not as fast as I was, but I'm still getting up to the point where I'm reaching my numbers every day, if or I mean every other day or every other week. So mind you, this time around too, now I'm getting back into being social. My manager is starting to be nice, and she's going through some other stuff herself, and we're getting in contact. We staying in contact. I'm letting her know what's going on and stuff like that, because this one day my daughter was playing outside and ended up falling on one of the bricks and ended up really like cutting herself really deep. So to the point where she walks in and it's like she's scared, but I'm seeing this puddle. And when I pull open the door like wider, she got her. I freak out, like freak out. So I put a towel around it. I wrap paper around it, and I throw her in the car. And I get in the car. I start driving. I said, "Oh shit! I forgot to clock out." So I clock out on the way to the damn emergency room. I'm texting my manager. Look, my daughter just fell on the damn brick, and I have to take her to the damn emergency room. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I clocked out, blase swaze. So I had to show her pictures of how I looked before she got the stitches and how I looked after she got the stitches. And when we get home, I log right back in, put her on some pain medication, put her leg up, and she's in the living room for the first of the day. Sit your butt down, my God. Sit down. Sit down. So, mind you, like, since I had stopped drinking, also, I ended up, like, getting back on eating healthy, cutting out carbs, and I knew I was gonna have an appointment where I was gonna try, because I had gained like mad fucking weight. Like I kept reaching like 220, and um, yeah, so we had to get that weight off. So, and I had to be at a certain BMI for them to actually do the surgery. So I had to make sure I was good. So I knew for a simple fact, once I went to go do my blood work, yeah. And I started taking that, it was a viral thing on TikTok that they had to get your iron up. So I was taking that faithfully. Disgusting. It tastes like you tasting iron all day, every day. When I tell you, everything worked. Everything worked. So, um, so it goes by a couple of weeks, and um, I get a text from the psychic or whatever, and he's like, "Did your friend, just finish their reading? Did they tell you anything about it?" I said no. I was like, "No, not yet. I didn't have." I was like, "Which friend did you do?" He was like, "It was two girls." I was like, "Oh, Tasha and Isabel." I was like, "Oh, Isabel was on the call too?" I didn't say nothing. He was like, "Oh, okay." He was like, "I just wanted to let you know that I did their reading, so I don't know if they're gonna let me know what they thought of it or whatever." They never called me. Tasha never called me. Isabel never called me. I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I guess they didn't experience the same thing I experienced." So the next time, Tasha ends up, no, not Tasha, it's Isabel that calls me. So mind you, I've been in my house by this time 3 years. Been in my house for 3 years by now. She ends up calling me out of nowhere and was like, "Oh, we're at the gravesite. We're cleaning up the gravesite. Can I come to your house?" And I'm thinking like, I'm not even home. I'm gonna get off topic real quick, but this is around the time too when J-Lo's Super Center, shout out to J-Lo Super Center. They will always have like these sales where they would have these $5, $10 lace wigs or whatever. This is why I always had lace wigs, because once I found out they started giving these lace wigs for like practically nothing, like I would always stack up, especially when we would get bonuses. Baby, I would be spending like $100 on like wigs and crochet hair, because I was doing crochet hair and they were selling crochet hair for like $1. The packs that had like $2. So when I say my bathroom was full of crochet hair, my closet was full of wigs, like I always had wigs. Like, and don't let income tax hit and they have their spring sale. Bay mother clucking A. I was stocking up. Because them months from June all the way to February were the hardest months, where I could get my nails done, but I couldn't afford a wig or whatever. But I mean, I could, but it was just like, you know what I'm trying to say. But shout out to J-Lo Super Center on Bush. But